I'm Kriss Brien, and I am organizing the Hardin County Youth Triathlon. It will be July 27th. The athletes will start at 8 o'clock. We are looking for volunteers to help with the triathlon. A triathlon is a series of 3 events. The children will start with a swim. The 7 to 10-year-olds will swim, 7 to 9-year-olds will swim 100 yards. And then they will bike a 5K, so 3.1 miles, and then they will run a half mile. And this is a continuous race, so everything from the time they hit the water, that starts their time, till the time they cross the finish line for their run, everything is continuous. The 10 to 14-year-olds then will do twice that distance. So they'll swim 200 yards, they will bike what would then be a 10K, so 6.2 miles, and then they will do a mile run. So they'll be on a looped course, whereas the others will do it out and back. The roads will be closed. We do want all children to make sure that they are wearing a bike helmet for safety. That is a USA Triathlon rule that all children, even adults that are on a bike, have to have a helmet on or they will be disqualified. The goal of this event is just for the kids to try it out and have a good time. Everybody gets a medal. There's no first place winners. Everybody's just doing their best and trying something new. We do need volunteers to make something like this happen. We are having a volunteer meeting. It will be Wednesday, July 24th.
Isn't it Thursday?
Yeah.
25th.
Yes, Thursday the 25th at 6 o'clock. We're doing a volunteers meeting at the YMCA, and that would just be to make sure I know who's coming and you know what you're going to do. We need volunteers to work a water station. There is a railroad tracks on the course, so I'll need adult supervision around the course to help the children in case a train does come. I want adults out on the course in case the kids have some problems while they're out on their little trek. We want to make sure it's a positive experience for them. We need timers. We need people working in the Healthy Lifestyles Coalition. We're going to have some activities, some of our grab and go activities making their debut, so we need people to run that so that the kids who are waiting to participate and their siblings and any spectators have something fun to do, and kind of get the healthy lifestyles out there to show that we exist and what our goals are. And then we need people working transition to, the parents will not come in and help the children transition from event to event. That's something that the kids need to do on their own, but sometimes somebody needs help tying their shoes, or they get real fumbly because they're nervous and they're trying to go fast. So we will be looking at some people to help with that. We are going Wednesday of the triathlon. I am doing a quick run through with the children at 6 o'clock to kind of go through what to expect. A lot of them, most of them, this will be their first time, so I want to make sure that they are comfortable. If any of the young athletes do have questions or their parents have questions, they're more than welcome to contact me. We can go over some ways to get ready. As we're 2 weeks out, it's time to really be practicing those transition from one event to the next. It's very difficult. It's a weird feeling to go from biking to running, so that's something I suggest for the kids to try out. And then I suggest, even if you're not running the triathlon, you don't know any kids there, to come out and support them. The goal is to get kids active, and triathlons is something that they can do on their own. It doesn't require being on a sports team. It doesn't require anything but a pair of shoes, a helmet, and a bike. They can do it year-round, and even in Ironman Kona, they have an 80-plus age group. So all ages can do it. As soon as they turn 7, then they become USA Triathlon eligible. And then the following weekend, August 3rd, is the adult super sprint at the YMCA, which Mike Steyer is heading up, which is kind of an intro for grown-ups. So if anyone's interested in that, then I know that they would appreciate the support.
Could some child still sign up, Kriss?
Yes, children can still sign up.
The day of the event?
I would prefer not the day
Sure.
of, because we're going to run them in heats, but they could come in the few days prior or contact me and let us know that they're coming in, because we do have plenty of room left. The t-shirts have been ordered, so that would be the only if we had a t-shirt for them, and I'm not positive on it, but we may be able to get them one after the event, but those things take time to get.
Sure.
But other than that, we are still taking registration.
Hello, I'm David Dakin, and I am going to chat with you about the park going in at the old jail property. The park does have a name now. It's Jerry Cross Community Park, named after Jerry Cross, who was a commissioner. And since it's county land and the city and the county are working together, we thought it'd be good to name it after a former commissioner. As far as where we're at in the project, we're ready to fundraise. We are looking at needing $60,000 to complete the whole project. About $50,000 of that is for the playground, which will include a fence and a rubberized surface that'll be clean and safe for little kids to crawl and roll around on. The playground itself is for 2 to 5 year olds. So it'll not only be a place to play, but all the equipment we picked will also help with the developmental skills that they're working on at their age. So we're going ahead with fundraising in that regard, and looking for organizations and individuals who are interested in seeing that park become a reality, and continue to make it a place for families in our community to be able to go and play and be safe. So as you can see, we have a playground and the drawing for the whole park in place. Some of the features of the playground equipment, again, is that it's for the ages of 2 to 5. Something really fun about it is the Omni Spinner, which is a merry-go-round, is handicap accessible, so kids can sit in it and be spun around and they won't fly out. And it's at the right height so that you can scoot a kid right from a wheelchair into the spinner itself. So we're excited about the fact that the whole playground is handicap accessible in that regard as well. The fundraising projects that we're doing, there's basically 2 levels of giving that receive special recognition. One of those is to be a donor who gives 10% to the entire project, so that would be a gift of $6,000 or more. And they will be recognized by having the name of their organization, or if it's a private donation, the name of the private donor on the sign to the park itself. And the other level is for people who want to purchase specific pieces of equipment in the playground itself, which is all itemized out, so you can pick what's your favorite or pick any piece you want. And those people will be recognized on a sign to the entrance to the playground itself, because the fence will have one entrance that people go in and out, and there'll be a sign that will thank those people who give. So again, we're looking for individual donors and organizations who would be interested in hearing about the park and interested in giving any amount at all, whether that's to be one of the upper level givers, or even to give whatever each organization is able to give. Some of the organizations that have already given are the Optimists, Keep Hardin County Beautiful, and there's some individuals donors and some business donors that have already given to the project. We're already over $10,000 in our fundraising. So things are starting off well, and we just need to keep the ball rolling and find those organizations that want to give and be a part of the project. Thank you for your time.